Hello children, good evening. Welcome back to today's session. Let's recap what I have explained in the last session. I have explained you what is a phrase. Phrase is a group of words that does not make complete sense. It is a part of a sentence. From the phrase you won't get any clarity. Okay. What is adjective? Even I have explained you what is adjective. Adjective is a describing noun. Okay, under adjective, I have explained you three types. That is adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number. Under the adjective of quality, size, shape, manner, behavior, color, all this will come. That means here under the adjective of quality, the question arises what kind, what type. Second one, adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity, here it tells about how much. We can't measure it in the exact numbers. We can say little, some, enough, much. Okay, we can't say exactly in numbers. That is called adjective of quantity. Now the third one is adjective of number. Here you can say with the numbers. For example, 2 pencils, 5 horses, okay, 4 books. Like that you can measure it in numbers. My dear students, just imagine this entire world without a name. Is it possible? No, it is not possible, because every person, place, animal or a thing has a name. Even you have your own name. I have my own name. Your mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, your sister, brother, and all of your family members, relatives, friends, teachers, all of us have name. Even places also have name. The place where we live is also a name. Obviously, we all are living in Hospet. Hospet is a name. In the same way, all other things also having name. All plants have name. All animals have name. What are you guessing is right? Today I am going to teach you what is noun. What is naming words. So let's start. What is noun? My dear students, once again I am going to explain you what is noun. A noun is a person, place, animal or thing. See, under person, girl, boy, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa and Mrs. Jones. Under place, school, home, playground, zoo. Under animal, dog, bee, frog, cow, lizard. Under thing, book, flower, shoe, pencil. My dear students, there are 6 types of noun. Major 2 types of noun are proper noun and common noun. What do you mean by proper noun? Yes, proper noun are special names. So, name of a person, place, animal or a thing which are in specific in nature, okay, which are indefinite in nature, that is called proper noun. What do you mean by common noun? Common noun is general names. Name of a person, place, animal or a thing in general. Common name. That is called common noun. See, from this picture you can come to know. See, the P is saying I am a special name for a person, place, animal or a thing. And C is saying I am a common name for a person, place, animal or a thing. Common noun. A common noun names any person, place, thing or idea. Common nouns are not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. Examples: teacher, baseball, city. My dear students, always remember, whenever common nouns comes at the beginning of a sentence, that time you should write with a capital letter. Suppose common nouns are uh, coming in the middle of the sentence, that time no need to write with a capital letter. That is the rule for common noun. Proper nouns. A proper noun is a special name that names a particular person, place or thing. See, in the first picture, that boy's name is Roy. We are not saying only boy, we are saying boy's name. So that is special name. So Roy. In the second picture, Enden Town. Third picture, Sunset Palace. The palace name is what? Sunset Palace. So the rule for proper noun is, a proper noun can be made up of more than one word. A proper noun always begins with a capital letter. Always remember, our city name, our individual name, your name, my name, everyone's name, that should be started with a capital letter. So proper noun always begins with a capital letter. Now my dear students, you understood what is common noun and proper noun. Let's do exercise on common nouns and proper nouns. Grammar. Look at the nouns in these sentences. Salim was a young boy. Salim is what? Special name. So that is proper noun. Salim was a young boy. Boy is what? General name. That is common noun. Dara was a messy genie. Dara was a messy genie. In this, Dara is a special name, that is proper noun. But genie is what? General name, that is common noun. Some nouns are the general names of a person, place or a thing. These are called common noun. Now let's do the following exercises. A. Circle the common nouns and underline the proper nouns. What they said? You have to circle the common noun. Wherever you can find common noun, there you should circle it, and wherever you are going to find the proper noun, there you should underline. So let's read out the first sentence. First, Wednesday is a good day to start. See, in this they have already underlined and they have circled. To which word they have underlined? Let's see. Wednesday. See, all the 7 days of a week is a special name. So that all days of a week comes under where? Under proper noun. So what they said? They said to underline for proper noun. So Wednesday, Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday comes under proper noun. So Wednesday they have been underlined. Is a good day to start. Day is what? General name. So that is common noun. In this way you have to do the following sentences also by circling the common noun and by underlining the proper noun. Second one. My favorite person in the story is Harry Potter. See, in this some proper nouns is also there and common noun is also there. You should identify and you should and circle the common noun and underline the proper noun. The same way, third one. The Nile is the longest river in the world. Nile is the name of a river. So the Nile is the longest river in the world. January, fourth one. January is the coldest month in Delhi. See, in this sentence, some words come under proper noun and some words come under common noun, that you should identify and you should do this exercise. Enid Blyton was an English writer. Same you should follow here also. For proper noun you should underline, for common noun you should circle. Meet my dog Uffer. Here also do it the same thing. But be careful while underlining and circling. What they said that you should, if we are circling the proper noun and underlining the common noun, that you should not do. So please, dear students, understand the heading first. then do it. My dear students, I explain you what do you mean by pronouns. Pronouns are words that replaces nouns. I, me, she, we, they, who, that, yours, his, her, it, etc. See, in the first picture, one girl is there. She is carrying a book. So, let's imagine that her name is Deepika. Deepika carries a book for reading. Instead of saying with her name, I will say she carries a book for reading. So, what I used instead of Deepika, I said she. So, she is a pronoun. She is a pronoun that is used for girl. Always remember, for girl, that too only one girl is there, so we are saying she. In the second picture, there are boys and girls, all are laughing. Instead of taking each and everyone's individual name, we will say they are laughing. So they is a plural pronoun. What I used? They. In the third picture, how many bicycles are there? Only one. So what I am saying? It is a bicycle. So what pronoun I used in the third picture? It. So always remember, for animal or a thing we use it. If it is there more than one, we can use they. One for things also and animals also. Let's do exercise on pronouns. Pronouns are words used in place of nouns. That means instead of a noun, we use pronouns. See, this exercise is there in your textbook. Okay. Example, Salim visited Tara often. He had made a new friend. See, in this sentence, two sentences are there in the first line, but he has been highlighted. That is pronoun. Why it has been highlighted? See, instead of once again saying Salim's name, they have used he. As I said, for boy, you have to use he. Okay, for girl, you should use she. For any animal or a thing, you should use it. The lamp was used as a paper weight. Sometimes it was thrown at people. See, in this sentence, it has been highlighted, because instead of saying the lamp word once again, you should write it. Instead of saying the lamp was thrown at people, you should use it was thrown at people. So it is minimizing the use of noun. Pronouns always helps to minimize in the usage of noun. Instead of again and again saying any person's name, you can use pronouns. Singular: I, you, he, she, it, him, her. Plural: we, you, they, us, them. See, let's move to exercise, that is B. Fill in the blanks with suitable pronouns. Let's read out this paragraph where you should choose the correct pronouns. Okay. It was Sunday. Sunita was bored. Sunita is who? Sunita is a girl. For girl, what I said you to use? I said you to use a pronoun she. So Sunita was bored. Dash called her cousin Soham. Who called? Sunita is a girl. So what you should use? You should use she called her cousin Soham. Her cousin name is what? Soham. Soham is a boy. So now Sunita called her cousin Soham. Dash decided to visit grandfather. They both. Because Sunita is there and Soham. More than one. Whenever more than one is there, what you should use? They. So they decided to visit grandfather and give dash a surprise. Here grandfather is a boy or a, see, grandfather is a boy, not a girl. So we should use grandfather. We should use give him a surprise. Give him her surprise. We can't say give her surprise. If they would have given grandmother, we could have written give her a surprise. But here they have given grandfather. Okay, the gender of the grandfather is what? Boy. So we should use and give him a surprise. Dash reached grandfather's house in a few hours. Who reached? Sunita and Soham. So they are in plural. For plural, what we should use? They. They reached grandfather's house in a few hours. Grandfather was taking care of the plants in his garden. Okay, you should have called me. You should have called me. For whom is saying you? For Sunita. For Sunita, he is saying, instead of saying Sunita, he said, you should have called me and I would have come to pick you up from the station, he said with a smile. And the children said that Dash were hungry, Sunita and Soham. Both are there. So we should use they. They were hungry. After lunch, grandfather said, Dash will go to the park in the evening. We will ask Uncle Ronit to join us. Once again, go through this, fill in the blanks. Okay, try to give a correct answer. Anyhow, I helped you to write the answer. Once again, you go through it. You will get full idea and write it in your notebook. Thank you, my dear students.